We are in 2024 and we only have 90 days to 2025, and I know you as a learner at the beginning of this year you set an English goal to learn and be fluent in English in 2024 before this year ends, and it seems like time went so fast that you did not even find time to study and learn and be fluent in English, and you are almost giving up or setting this goal maybe for next year or maybe who knows when. But I am here to tell you before you give up on this English goal that you can still be fluent in English in 90 days and start 2025 when you are fluent in English. In just 90 days, you can achieve that goal. It doesn't matter where you are in this world, wherever you are in the world, I am going to give you a proper roadmap that will help you become fluent in just 90 days. In these 90 days, you are gonna be fluent in English, but you have to be determined, you have to put effort, you have to consistently practice, and you have to stick to this roadmap for 90 good days. So the first thing I want you to do in this 90-day challenge is to drop grammar. We are not going to learn grammar in this 90-day challenge. We are not going to be mastering and memorizing grammar rules. Shall, will, might, none of that. Here are some of the skills that you will be focusing on in the next 90 days. We have speaking skills, we have listening skills, we have writing skills, and we have reading skills. In this 90-day challenge, you are going to have to adapt to these daily habits that I am about to share with you in order to improve your English, in order to learn and be fluent in English. You are going to have to adapt and fix these daily habits into your daily routine for the next 90 days. The first habit that you will have to adapt for the next 90 days is a listening habit. Listening to English every single day. I want you to take 10 to 20 minutes every single day just listening to English. Purely English, no other language. English and English alone. Every day when you are set and ready to go to bed, I want you to just take a few minutes to listen to English. So during that period when you're just in bed waiting to get to sleep, but sleep is not coming your way, I want you to take the time to listen to a maybe 10-minute podcast in English, listen to a 10-minute audiobook in English, listen to a 10-minute discussion in English, or just listen to something in English. You can also listen to music in English every single day. This is going to help you program your subconscious mind to start thinking in English. It's also going to help you familiarize with the English language. This is going to help condition your mind to start thinking in English. The more you listen to English, the more you are storing it in your mind, and whatever comes in goes out. So if you take English in, English will come out. So that is why it is important for you to listen to English every single night before you go to sleep. This is so helpful. Let me just give you an example. Have you ever listened to a song maybe in the morning or maybe before you go to sleep? You listen to that song repeatedly that even when it's not playing, it's playing in your head. Have you ever encountered such a situation? You listen to something and then during your day, even when the song is not playing, it's still playing in your head and you find yourself even singing it and it's not even playing. It's because you've played it several times that it is stuck in your brain, and the only thing your brain can think of is that song that you heard. So that is why it's important to listen to English every single day before you go to sleep. It conditions your mind to start thinking in English. The second habit I want you to adopt for the next 90 days is a speaking habit. In order to improve your speaking skill, you have to train your muscles. You have to actually pick the language. You have to practice using English. You have to speak it regularly. You are gonna have to adapt a speaking skills. And here's how you are gonna practice speaking English. Every single morning when you are getting ready, I want you to take at least 5 to 10 minutes talking to yourself in the mirror. Every single morning when you are getting ready, take 5 to 10 minutes to talk to yourself in the mirror. We call this the mirror talk, and it is a very useful technique if you want to improve your speaking skills. Just take a minute and talk to yourself in the mirror. Have a conversation with yourself. What are you going to do during the day. Talk to yourself in the mirror. This is going to help you exercise your speech muscles. It's going to help you strengthen your English speaking muscles. It's just like if you want to strengthen your biceps, you have to regularly exercise. You have to regularly go to the gym and lift that weight in order to strengthen your bicep, whether your biceps or your triceps. You have to regularly go to the gym to work it out. That also applies to your speech muscles. If you want to strengthen your speech muscles in English, you have to continuously and regularly speak in English. Speaking to yourself in the mirror will also help you gain confidence. We all know that sometimes when you want to talk to someone in English and you don't even know if what you want to say is maybe correct, or you are afraid you're going to make a mistake, and you end up losing the confidence to speak it. When you talk to yourself in the mirror, even when you make a mistake, you will not feel embarrassed as much as if you were talking to someone, right? You are going to learn from that mistake and you are going to correct on it. The next time you speak to yourself, you are going to be able to say the right thing. And when you know that what you're saying is right, you will have the confidence to tell it or speak it out loud when you are with other people. And that is why talking to yourself in the mirror is very important. The next step on how you can practice these speaking habits on a daily basis is by recording yourself while speaking in English. Take some time of your day and sit down with your phone and press record and just talk in English. Just anything you want to say, just say it. If you want to talk about the weather, if you want to talk about your friend, if you want to talk about how the party you went to was, if you want to talk to your friend and just like send them a voice note, just try recording yourself while speaking in English. Just 5 minutes. After you're done speaking, just listen to how you speak in English. If you make a mistake, correct it, learn from it. This is also so helpful in improving your confidence in English and improving your speaking skill. And I also want you to keep your mind active for the next 90 days. What I mean by keeping your mind active is by naming objects in English, naming objects around you in English. Let's say you go to the store or you go to the mall. If you see anything that interests you, just name it in English. The next habit that you are going to adopt for the next 90 days is a reading habit. I want you to go look for a basic English textbook. Just start with the beginner level English textbook. If you can find one, just Google it online, basic English textbook or beginner level English textbook. Start reading it and acquiring basic knowledge in the language. Basic English textbook will have basic English words that are easy to understand and use. But if you encounter a word that you don't really understand or you don't know the meaning, you can just go online and check it out. If you have a dictionary, you can check it out from the dictionary. And once you check it out, you can write the meaning down and you can also write the antonyms or the synonyms. When you do that, it's going to help you learn English and improve or enhance your English vocabularies. And the larger your vocabulary becomes, the more words you'll have to express yourself and ideas in English or even to communicate in English. The last habit I want you to develop or adapt for the next 90 days is a writing habit. If you do not have an English notebook or an English journal, you have to get one for the next 90 days. What you're going to do is you are going to use this notebook to write your thoughts in English, to write your goals in English, to write your feelings in English, describe your day in English. And this is where you are also going to write the new words that you learn in English, the meaning of the new words you learn in English. Writing in your notebook or your English journal is going to massively improve your ability to think in English. And this is because before you write, you are gonna have to think. And because you are writing in English, it's gonna force you to think in English. This is gonna strengthen your brain muscles to start thinking in English and get familiar with thinking in English. I know these habits sound really easy and simple, but trust me, they are very effective. Trust me, if you are dedicated and you give your effort and time and practice to learning this language, to learning English, you can easily do it in just 90 days, simply by just sticking and adapting to these habits that I have given you in this video. One thing that is also going to help you improve your fluency is knowing your English level. And if you don't know your English level yet, don't worry, because I have a video right here. Watch it. And with that being said, let's catch up in my next video. Bye bye.